Hello friends, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel and thank you for joining me. I'm here today for Roxy's weekly challenge, and this week she made like little pockets or flip outs with window envelopes, and so I'm going to work on that. I'm going to show you what I have here. I have envelopes. I don't have any window envelopes, so I just, whenever she does the window envelope thing, I just get out my coffee dyed envelopes. So I just don't save my junk mail envelopes. I was trying to do that, but I just love these coffee dyed envelopes so much more, so I just use these. But here's a bunch I've also coffee dyed. These are little ones. I just have accumulated so many envelopes, and I decided to, and they were just like, almost overwhelming the drawer that I keep them in. So I took them out to make room in there and coffee dyed them. So I found myself, now that they're coffee dyed, using them more. So these are like little ones here. So I was thinking about using these for this week, but the idea is to make a little flip out. So what you could do with these, you could just decorate, over here. And then she just uses the single side and then the window to put something in. But I would use these to, glue down this on a page, and then you would be able to flip it open and have a little journaling card or whatever in the envelope like that, you know what I mean? So, but I'm going to use a long one like Rachel did. So I'll show you those that I have right here. And all I do, and I did this on one other one where she used window envelopes. So all I do to use these is cut them in half. So it's the same kind of idea, except that I keep the back on and I don't have to do any special folding or anything to kind of like remake it. You've already got your little, pocket here. And so we're going to work with these two here and decorate these. But I'll show you how it would look on a page real quick. Like, here's a bridge score sheet. Just say this was a page in my journal. So what I could do is take the flap here, glue it down to a page, and then, you have your decorated little, and use it as a flip out. Don't glue the whole thing down. So you can flip it out once that flap is glued down. You can have a tuck spot right here. It's open on the side and the top. And, just have fun with that. And so on this one, here's the other one. This one actually would go the other way. You see what I mean? So you would have this one on this side. It just works out that way. See? So it's up right here. And there's your little tuck. Because if you put it over this piece, if you put it over here, your opening would be on the bottom. So actually, when you cut a long envelope in half, you end up having one for each side. So you have, pages in a journal where you could put it on either side. So that comes in handy, right? So let's see. Let me make sure I have my openings at the top so I know what's the top and what's the bottom. So we have our openings at the top. So what do I have to decorate with today? I pulled all kinds of goodies out here. So hopefully we can have some fun with these. But I pulled out some of my, this is my Your Creative Studio pieces here. And then these, I used these once before in one of my other videos. I haven't used these yet. These are like little labels, so maybe I can use some of these to decorate. Aren't these cool? That was in my January In Love Arts. The first, not In Love Arts, Your Creative Studio. The first Your Creative Studio that I, received or ordered. So, and this is little bits and pieces I have just accumulated here on my desk that I would like to use. The desk ephemera, all these little bits right here. And what else do I have? I pulled out some books. Oh, here's some more from the Your Creative Studio. These little tickets and these little things right here. And I have the whole box actually right here to keep it handy. And one of my subbies had the best idea. I don't know if I would have thought of it or not, but when I showed my little little film here, it's Kodachrome little movie film. And I said I was going to use it to, as trim or whatever. I'll show you again in case you didn't see that video. It's like this, and I thought this would be the perfect trim. And she said, oh, you could use that with your creative studio, because this is a movie theme in this box. This was like a movie theme, and I was like, oh my goodness. Hello, Sherry. That is the perfect. That is perfect. So thank you so much to the person that mentioned that, because I don't know if I would have put it together or not, but now I now I did. So that I have handy all right here, all this stuff to use, little stamps, all kinds of little goodies, that I got in my Your Creative Studio. I have the whole box handy right here, and the books I have. I don't want this to take too long. I wanted to get to decorating, but this book I got at a thrift store, believe it or not. I couldn't believe when I found this. It was just this beautiful book of birds, all these birds. And it's this one here. I don't know if you've ever seen it. I've never seen it before. That one time I saw it and picked it up at a thrift store. So that beautiful book that we can use, maybe. We'll see. We're just going to play it by ear here. These are some pages from an encyclopedia that I took apart. Maybe a couple of encyclopedias here. And there's one part in here that talks about the theater. So, and beautiful plants and trees and things. So that. And this I thought maybe would be fun. It's this book I recently showed you, Architectural History of Randolph County, North Carolina. And it has pictures of little old houses in here. There you see some, survey type things there, and little pictures and big pictures. I thought maybe that would be fun. So let's get to decorating. First of all, I'm going to start with a background here. And so these actually are perfect for backgrounds because it's just kind of a collage. So I have this one piece here that I used part of. I wonder if I can use that, or do I need to start fresh? Let's see. So, oh, that would look pretty. And I'm going to really use these as backgrounds and not to worry about what's on them. Like there's I guess that's a vampire right there, but if I wouldn't actually mind covering him up, because I'm not really into vampires, or not going to make a vampire journal anytime soon. So, we can cover him up. So, yeah, just like these papers really for the color. I'm going to go ahead and rip it and see what that looks like. I think it looks nice. If I'm worried about, like, this is dark over here where it was kind of like pre-distressed. So, I have my ink right here that I can re-distress the edge, or just, distress the torn edges. So yeah, if you haven't joined in, this is a challenge put out by Rachel at Roxy Creations, and she puts it out every Monday. She does a video and has a new fun challenge for us. We never know what she's gonna do, and that's really the fun part of it. Is like, oh, what do we get to do this week? You know what I mean? So I've really enjoyed the different things, and anyone can join in, it seems like, at any time. So, just because you maybe have missed the first few weeks or whatever, you can just jump right in and start, So, I think I've got all my white edges there. So we're going to go ahead and glue this down. This is thick paper. This could be, I almost could make a little pocket here if I wanted to. Should I do that? Make another little pocket right here? Maybe I will. I always kind of like, when I'm decorating and embellishing a journal and things, I always pay attention to what I'm doing with my papers when I'm putting them down, to see if, it could be, some kind of a little surprise pocket or journaling spot or something, So I'm going to put glue on 3 sides of this, but I'm still going to decorate on top of this. So, and I'm trying to find something that will stand out on this kind of like it's kind of a dark background. I think it looks really good on the coffee dyed envelope though. You see the little border around, and then you see this beautiful piece. Okay, I still have it upright, so we're good there. Can I use these scraps? I would really like to use these scraps. Can I just kind of layer them up here? Or here's this bigger one that I had already. Oh, this one has a little compass on it. That's really cute. I think I might go ahead and just layer these right here. You know how I don't like to hold on to my scraps. I kind of just try to use them right away, so I don't have to organize them or anything. I just use them, try to use them up. You know what I mean? Although I do have some right now that I need to catch up with. You know, sometimes I just can't use them all. So I do have a little bit. I don't think they need organizing. I think I just need to use them. So maybe I'll have to do a video where or a couple where I get caught up with my scraps. But that's what I do with my scraps. I don't collect them or organize them. I just use them. So I don't have to worry about all that. You know what I mean? About storing them and stuff. And I do, you know, I mean, if you watch my videos, you'll see me saying, you know, I use up all the scraps that I made for this journal in this journal type of thing. That's what I try to do. Or project, whatever it is. Okay, so all those are distressed just in case. Well, there's a little bit of, almost like a little bit of white here. And if you haven't seen, I use little eyeshadow brushes to do my distressing. You can see how fast it is. Just zip right across there. And doesn't take any time at all to do that. So this one, I think I'm going to glue completely down because I have just pieces. You know, I can't really make a pocket. I mean, I could, but if I really wanted to, but I'm not going to try to do that. So I'm going to glue all these pieces all the way down and just have a solid little collage here. I want to keep that compass though. That's really cool. Let's see how it fits on here nicely. So let's don't let me forget to keep the compass. Okay, so this can go over here, and then this can go. Oh, and it has movie. That's the start of the words movie night, so that would look cute right there. Okay, because there's not really anything here. There's a little something here which you can't, well, it's a person, but you really can't tell what it is. So let's distress these edges because these are going to be on top. We're just going to see what we can get done in my allotted time here today. And so today in North Carolina, we are getting ice. I have a day off from work because I couldn't drive to work today because it's icy outside, icy roads, icy trees, icy everything. And we've got our electricity so far, but that's one reason I took a shower first thing because last weekend when our electricity went out, I didn't get my shower, and there I was, you know, not able to take a shower because when our electricity goes out, our water goes out, and our water heater, of course, isn't heating the water anymore. And then, what else? Well, you know, then our internet was, I mean, we had no electricity, so I couldn't make a video or anything. And so we're basically just trying to keep warm and and do things around the house until we got to go to my son's house. So just trying to get things done and learn from last weekend. Get things done, and just in case, you know what I mean? But I'm not complaining. You know, even though we lost electricity last week, it could have been worse. People over on the eastern part of North Carolina had some really terrible tornadoes and lost their homes and things. So, you know, it could be a lot worse. So I'm just thankful that that didn't happen here, and we just lost our electricity for a couple of days, and you know, that was it. That's all we had to deal with. So anyway, let's see. We got this one covered. This one's a pocket. Now we want to cover Mr. Vampire there. Let's see. I feel like I would like to use these, but look how they're going to just blend right in, right? Okay. So we don't want to use that right now, or these right now. Those are going to be blended in. Let me see if some of the bits that I have here. This is a little measuring tape that came off of something. It's so white, though, I don't think I want to use it here. This is a playing card. I don't know if it really goes with this, though. I have a postage stamp here. That could go. And this could go, but it's kind of like, I don't know if I really want that right there. So, but this postage stamp, it's USA. I'd have to distress it if I use this. I'm going to keep it here just in case. Okay, let's look at some of our other bits. This is the papers we already used. Now these labels are too dark now that I see. They're just going to blend in to like the other bits there, but these will stand out a little more. They're a little lighter. Let's see if we have one that'll cover up this vampire here. One that I like. Any of these really would be cool. I want to keep this right here, this cinema. So really, if I just put, here's one that says cod liver oil, or this little lady washing her clothes, let's do the little lady washing her clothes. Oh, I wanted to show you guys. I found my scissors. I lost these like 2 years ago. I'm not exaggerating. And I swore, like I could have swore I left them in Florida when I went to Florida, because I had taken them, and maybe I did. But where I just found them was inside of a book. I was looking through my books for this project, and I pulled one out, and those scissors fell out. I was like, oh my goodness, there's my scissors that were missing for so long, and I thought they were just gone. And so, yeah, I found my scissors. So I want to let you know, since maybe if the same thing has happened to you, maybe you have lost some scissors, and I'm pretty organized, so I couldn't figure out, like I must have left them in Florida because I'm pretty organized, and I organized and I reorganized and I never found them, and I thought for sure I just lost them in Florida or left them and they got scooted under a bed or something. So now I found them. So there is hope. There is hope. I wanted to let you know, in case you lost something in your craft room, there's hope. You might find it one day like I did. Okay, so there we've got a piece there. This almost looks like there are pieces since it's collaged. Now we need something else that goes maybe over here, and then I want to keep the compass and the movie in, but I wouldn't mind putting something right here. So let's see. Let's use something else different from my books here. Let's look at the little house architectural history book here and see if we can find a little something that might go. Let me move these over so I can see and you can see. I mean, it could be anything. Like here's some little houses right here. I might have to distress the edges, or there's the architectural drawings and surveys. This is really cute here. Little drawing. That would look cute. I need to make up my mind though, don't I? Let's see. Oh, here's a log cabin. That's very kind of rustic. Here's an actual picture of it, and then there's a drawing of it. I really like the drawing of it, and it's small. Here's the side. Here's the front. Let me just, I'm not sure. I kind of like the little pictures too, though. Let me see. Here's an old grist mill type of thing with a water wheel. I think there's a lot of those in North Carolina. Okay, the log cabin. Let me see. Here's some really tiny pictures here. Maybe I'll pull this page out and see if we can use. It's the first page I've pulled out of here, so. But I just kind of would like to try one of these, see what they look like. Let me get my big scissors here. So there's little pictures here and little pictures here. Let me just, these are on top. So let me just cut this one out. I kind of like when I cut out a picture like this, I kind of like to leave a border and make it look like an actual photo. You know what I mean? Like it's an actual old photo. So that's usually what I do when I deal with pictures. Somehow either put them on something in some backing like a manila folder or a black piece of cardstock. Either one makes it look like a photo. Okay, so there's our little photo. We can put right here. I think that would be cute. I think I need to distress the edges though. Make it look a little bit more like an old photo maybe. Sometimes I do like, a lot of times and most of the time I do kind of like messy distressing. Like I don't try to get it on the edge in any certain way. I just kind of zip across whatever gets on that top edge and on the front here. I just think it looks kind of natural like that, like almost like natural aging. Okay, so there's our little house. Let's see, I'm going to be covering up part of the compass, but that's okay. Let me put it, okay, I think I'm going to put it there, but I might want to put something else behind it because you can see this person right here, whatever this is, has some long kind of like scary nails there. So if I put that there, I just need something else to put back there. So that can be, let's see what I have here. Where's my lighter pieces? I could use some text. You know what? There's some text right here. I could use some of this text. And, okay, this is the lighter pieces too. I could use one of these. Let me cut out one of these longer pieces. Let's see how that would be. Yeah, that would be perfect. It's this longer piece right here. I didn't do too much prep beforehand. You know how Rachel takes 45 minutes for her project like this, but my camera only gives me 30 minutes, or technically 32 something or other. But so my prep time was just gathering my materials, really. I didn't really do any work ahead of time because I just kind of wanted to see what happens, you know, just pull some things out and see what happens. So that's a cute little label, isn't it? Isn't that adorable? I love that. Sorry, I'm trying to look at it myself, but I need to be showing you. I'm at the end of my art glitter glue here, and it's kind of, I don't know, doing weird things. It's volcanoing, which it doesn't usually do. So I don't know why, if it's because it's at the end or what. Like, it's trying to get to the top. It's weird. It's trying to get to the top so I can use it. Because I haven't tried it turned upside down. Really? Okay, so I'm going to put this here. It covers up that whole whatever that was back there that I didn't want. You know, the guy with the nails, the scary long nails. So that'll cover that up. It blends in, but it stands out too since it's a lighter color. And I didn't have to distress it or anything, as you saw. And this is my little log cabin I'm going to put on top of that. And then I think we'll just have a nice vintagey looking pocket here on this one with some little layering. So I'm going to try to keep as much of my compass as possible there. See if I can get this straight. Okay. What do you think? So we'll go on a pocket. You see it in a journal where we do a flip out. So that is cool. So it'll be a flip out like that. So this will be on one side of the page and this will be on the other side of the page. So we could decorate here and we could decorate here. But let's finish the fronts first and see how much time we have left. There's some trash. Let me dump that off. I have my timer on. I should be able to hear it in here so we can stop when the time runs out. But let's see what else we want to put in here. I like it like this, but like I said, I need something here. I have that postage stamp. It looks so new, doesn't it? I have my other stamps here. Let me pull out my other postage stamps that I picked up this bag in Florida when I was in Florida at an antique, was it a thrift store? I think it was like an antique store, but it's a really, we go to this one every time when we go to Florida. Here's a little one that looks very old right here. This is, oh, isn't that cute? That would look good right there. That would look good. Maybe a couple of stamps there. Let me find another old one here. Here's a pretty Christmas one. Let me see. Christmas, oh, some pretty Christmas ones. Oh, here's one with a little, some kind of a little plant on it. So maybe a couple little stamps like that. We'll cover up that area and add to the vintage look of this whole thing. That would be cute. And then we put on 3 pieces, which is kind of like the magic number of, we might put one over here too, because we only put the collage and we put 2 pieces. We can put a little postage stamp right there too. And see if I can find another little old one here. Here's one that says love. That red, I don't know if I like the red on there. Santa. Oh, here's a little old, oh, that's a really old one. Oh, that'll look good. I like that green there. And there's green in the movie too, where it says movie night right there. Cool. Okay, awesome. Let's get these down. And then I think this front part will be done. And we'll see if we can decorate the backs. Let's see, let me look here. There's like a loose, I know that's on there. Okay, I wanted to make sure that wasn't going to pull off or, you know, make my stamp come off here. Oh, it is loose. Hold on, let me see if I can take that off. Let's see, do I have some scraps here that I can, here, let me put it over there. Got a little tissue I can put it on. Get off my finger. Get off my finger. There we go. Okay, yeah, I was gonna make my stamp come up if I didn't take that off. Okay, so that's enough. That's enough glue. It's enough glue, Sheree. Jeez. Okay. That's a really pretty stamp. It says, what? How much is that? It's 3 cents. 3-cent stamp. Yeah, I felt really lucky. Even when I took it up to the register, the guy was like, oh, that's a good deal. When I bought it at the antique store, he was like, oh, you got a good deal on that. I think he had someone else in that little area selling stuff or something. He didn't, you know, he didn't know what was going on over there, but it wasn't a market. It wasn't an antique market, but I think he did have at least one other person. Let me get this up right here. Let's see where I want it. Kind of like, I want to fill in this space, but I also want to join in with this one, but I think that doesn't look right. So I think I need to put it over here. Something like that. No, I think that looks nice. Okay. And now we're going to put a stamp over here. Then we will have put 3 pieces on each one. And the odd number is the thing. For some reason, it's like you need an odd number if you can do it. Oh, this has another little thing on the back. This one has a little piece of tape, or must have been glued into a, see, it's like a little piece of tape. Maybe it's from a little old stamp book or something. Anyway, yeah, the magic number, the odd number is like the thing. You know, 3 or 5 or something like that, not 2 or 4 type thing. Okay, so I'm going to put this right here, and it will bring in the movie night green, and just give it another little element there. So there's our fronts. I think those are cute. Yeah, it really needed those postage stamps, didn't it? Needed something. Okay, so if we roll these over, we might have some time to do our flaps. Now we can use those darker parts that we didn't use before, because, let me see, where are those darker labels here? Let me pull those out again and see what we can do, if anything, with those. I would like to use some of those, but it depends, because this is vertical kind of, and these are horizontal right here. Oh, here's a vertical one. I have to cut it off right here, but that one might be all right. Yeah, I think that might be all right. I'll use this one. Oh, there are some vertical ones on here. They're smaller, but that could be okay too. Let's cut this one out. This is like, I think it's a vellum. See how you can see through it? This is cool. I've never really used anything like this before, so this is really fun for me. And I actually have my next Your Creative Studio box already. I just ordered January and February just to try it out. And I love the first one, which was January. So I've got, and it took like, you know, I just got it like last week. That video, I think, is one of last week's videos. So I just got it, and I was like, you know, I guess the next one will be here in March sometime. But now I got it this week because I got it in the mail. My husband brought it in. I'm like, what is that? So I wasn't expecting it yet, and I thought it was Happy Mail or something, but it was not. It was my Your Creative Studio box. Okay, I'm gonna put a little distress right here where I cut it. See if that, can you distress vellum? I don't even know. I've never done it before. You can. It's on there. I don't know if it'll stay, but I just wanted that edge look like it needed something. So let's see, which way is actually front? I think it's this way. Okay, so I'm going to glue that down there. I've never, like I said, I've never worked with vellum, so I don't even know how this glue is going to go, but I think I'm going to put it all over and then maybe smear it around so you don't see streaks through it once I put it down. Hopefully that's the right way to glue this down. We're going to find out, aren't we? So let's see how it goes. I really want to smooth this out though, because I don't want to. I mean, art glitter glue does dry clear, but still, you know, I don't want any kind of, if I can help it. I mean, it dries fast too, so you even gotta smear it out quick. Okay, let's see how it looks. I can't see it like from here, so let's see how it looks when we put it down. See, I need to pull it up a little bit so I can get it on this. I think I got it straight. Yeah, I can't see the glue underneath like that, so I don't know if I would have left the streaks if you could have seen those, but I would imagine that you probably could have. So there's what that one looks like so far. Okay, now this flap, let's see if we have another nice vertical one here. This one says, it's hard to figure out which is the front. Hair oil, but it's like that big. This one is not big, but it's which way is front? Like that. Oh, I like that one. Pure, whatever that says. I'll show you. I'll show you. It says here. Let me show you. Can you see that one? Cute, right? Just cut around and glue it down. Well, I could put something else underneath of it, but then you wouldn't be able to see. Well, you know what I could do? Well, no. See, because you can see through this, like if I was going to say if I could put text under it, what would that look like? Let's see. Let's just experiment here for a second. So if I put text down here, oh, that might actually look cute, huh? Okay, let's try it. Let's cut some of this text real quick. See what we can do. I think that might look cute. Oh, there's my bell. Well, I have to continue this, but you know, it does take a little time. But here's what I really wanted to get done: decorating the fronts, and this was just a little bonus, decorating the backs. So you can see what I was going to do. Text. This is from my little, you know, the house book. Architectural book. I'm going to use some of this, and this has got pretty tiny little font there, so that looked good. So I'm going to do that next, and then I'm going to decorate, and I'll have to come back and show you in another video. So maybe I'll do video number 2. Thanks for watching. Happy crafting, everybody. Stay safe. See you next time.